Okay. Hello guys, I hope you guys are all having a really good day. Today I just wanted to talk about whether there is a cure for stuttering or not. And I know there has been research done on this about whether there is a cure for stuttering or whether there is not. But I just wanted to discuss this with you guys. And I know this live stream is kind of I didn't plan for it. Usually when I do live streams, I don't really plan for it. I just kind of do them. So I just wanted to talk about this with any of you that might be on here. It's during the week, so I don't know if it's a good time, but we will see. But I just wanted to talk about a few things that I have heard regarding there being a cure for stuttering. So as of right now, we know that there is no cure for stuttering. However, we do know that there are certain techniques that we can do. There are certain, I have heard that, I think it's magnesium, that can actually work to help stop stuttering. I don't know if that's true or not, but maybe I'll try that out. But yeah, I had one of my subscribers telling me that taking magnesium supplements, I think, actually helps with the stuttering. So I don't know if that's 100% true or not, but I have my tea here. It's basically just like mint tea with molasses syrup in it. Yummy. Daniel Sojestedt says, "Hey from Sweden. You're really super brave. Hi." Yeah, I look at pictures of Sweden a lot on Instagram, and it's beautiful. So that would be, I think it would be really fun to go to Sweden. I was actually trying to learn Swedish too. Awesome2012 says, "I tried Puractam but didn't work." Yeah, like I said, I personally don't know if supplements or certain pills work, but I honestly can't say because I haven't tried anything. So I mean, I've even heard that it's like certain foods can help stuttering, but I'm not really sure what type of foods they are. I kind of forgot. But if you guys have heard anything about things that can help stuttering, then let me know in the comments, in the chat box, or in the comments below. Newman Khan says, "Hi." Hi there. But yeah, I get asked this question, I say probably a few times a week, about whether there is a cure for stuttering. And as of right now, no, there is no cure for it. So there's only like certain techniques that you can do that can help stuttering, you know, but there's nothing that can actually stop it. Now there have been some people who have literally stopped stuttering, just randomly stopped. And then there's also a device called a Speakeasy, which has been known to help stuttering as well. I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but it's like a device that you attach to your ear, and then when you speak, it basically repeats your voice back to you. So that can help. I don't know if it can actually cure it though. So and then again, everyone who stutters differently. So I mean, everyone's different. Like everyone has a different tone of stuttering. You know, everyone has a different style, I guess you can say. Everyone has different symptoms. So it just depends, I guess. But I don't know. I think in future years there will be I do think there will be some type of cure for stuttering, or something that can help it significantly. I honestly do think that it may take a few years, but I think it'll eventually happen. John Kindle says, "Hi from Colorado." Hi. In my experience, the only cure is just a ton of hard work on fluency techniques. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I think fluency techniques, you know, I mean, again, I do think it depends on on the person who's, you know, on the specific stutter that a person has. But, like, I have known people who, you know, they will try these specific techniques and it won't make a difference for them, you know, like they'll still stutter and everything. But mainly speech fluency techniques are mainly to help you speak fluently, and they're not necessarily a cure per se. So, but I mean, you know, sometimes fluency techniques though, in some people who do stutter, they actually can basically make you speak fluently. So definitely not saying they can't. Neo Onyx says, "Hi Minka, so nice to see you live." Hi. Yeah. I went to speech therapy back in like 2014, I think it was 2013 or 2014. I went to speech therapy a bit, and it was fine. But I I didn't really like how I felt going there, I guess you could say. I mean, I did learn a few things, and I actually just made a video which I'll be posting probably tomorrow on a certain technique that I learned in speech therapy. So I'm not going to talk about that now. But in my video that I'll be posting tomorrow, I will talk about it, so stay tuned for that. Newman Khan says, "I like stuttering. It looks innocent and sweet." Yeah, I mean, I mean, everyone has something, so I guess, you know, stuttering is just something that some of us happen to have. I'm not sure. I think it's like 2% of the world that stutters. I think it's something like that. So, but and if you guys have any questions or anything, then just leave it in the chat box also, or in the comments down below after this video posts. Daniel Sojustet, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Have you been on any benzos? I know they're addictive, but can help when you have to do speeches and oral reports. No, I actually haven't tried, and I have not tried that. No, I haven't tried anything, honestly. The only thing I've tried to help stop stuttering is doing a speech technique or a speech therapy technique, but nothing has actually, like, you know, cured it, I guess you could say. I just have times in my life where I'll stutter really bad, and then I'll have other times in my life where I'm actually pretty fluent. So Newman Khan says, "I mean, people who stutter look innocent and sweet." Oh, yeah, I think it's because people who stutter get an innocent, sweet look. Probably because they just get really, like, you know, like, don't look at me. I mean, you know, not all do, but they just get kind of like a shy look. Awesome 2012 says, "But that helps only if anxiety triggers stuttering, I would guess." Yeah, like, you know, usually, you know, if anxiety triggers, you know, like, a lot of times, I know for me at least, like, if I stutter, I do, if I have more anxiety, I definitely do stutter more. Like, my stuttering will definitely increase when I am nervous or when I have anxiety. That's by far true. But then again, I also wonder, because, like, there's times where I'll just, you know, I'll just be talking whatever, and then I'll still be stuttering a lot, and I won't be nervous or anything. But it's definitely a lot less than as opposed to when I am nervous. So yeah, so I decided to come on here with you guys and just have a nice chat. It's getting dark here already, so I'm hoping it's not going to get dark too soon yet. Jan Focus Mara says, "I hope the weather is fine when your relatives are here." Yeah, where they're coming from, it rains a lot. So honestly, how the weather is now, it's really cloudy here in the Netherlands. So it'll probably be very similar weather, honestly. Neo Onyx says, I don't stutter myself, but my brother does, and he doesn't stutter as much if he feels confident about himself or when he doesn't feel the other person is above him, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm telling you, one of the things that makes me stutter really, really bad is when when I know someone is above me, for instance, like when I was in the United States Marine Corps, for instance. Pretty much everyone who was a rank above me, I would stutter really bad with, just because I knew that they were like above me, and it just made me really, really nervous. So every time I would talk with them, I would really stutter, and yeah, I think for me that's one of the biggest triggers. Like a boss at work, you know, specifically, honestly I'd probably say the number one is like a boss at work. That's what makes me stutter the most, to be honest. You know, so yeah, anyone who's of greater authority than you, I guess you can say, is where I at least stutter the most, and many other stutters do too. Many other people who stutter. Yeah, like, you know, there's times like if I'm feeling really confident, I really will stutter a lot less. You know, even if I'm tired, like, I'm not gonna lie, right now I'm actually pretty tired, and I'm not really stuttering that much. I don't know. So, Newman Khan says, is there a time come in your life that you become bored of stuttering? Honestly, not bored of stuttering, but bored of thinking about stuttering. So, you know, I notice in my younger days, I must say younger days, I'm still young, but like, you know, in my younger days, like when I was like in high school and stuff, um, I would be so worried about stuttering. But, you know, and that was the Marine Corps, I was so worried about stuttering. And I'm not going to lie, if I still was in the Marine Corps, if I still was, you know, depending on the job I have, it will make me more nervous with stuttering. So, I don't know, as I get older, I just don't really care about it that much. And it honestly, it feels really nice. So, like, the older I get, the less I care about stuttering, unless it comes to jobs, like getting jobs, and that does make me nervous. But otherwise, I don't really think about it too much anymore, honestly. On Dutch television, there was this program about a quick cure for stuttering. I sent you the link. Did you watch it? What do you think? I'm not really sure if I watched it. I don't remember that actually. I'm honestly not really sure. But there is no specific cure, honestly. So I honestly can't really say. So that may mean that stuttering isn't a physical defect, but just a mental thing. So for some, it can be physical. Like I know there are people who stutter who have gotten in a crash or they've had like strokes, like heart strokes, or you know they've had a traumatic brain injury and they will wake up and stutter. There's actually a very famous comedian right now. I forgot what his name is, but he started stuttering. I think he was like 23 or so. And he started stuttering because he hit his head really hard. I forgot why. I think it was like baseball or something, but I'm not really sure. But he hit his head really hard, and he literally woke up and he started stuttering. So it just honestly it can go both ways. So it's not just a mental thing; it's a physical thing too. It also has to do with like I've also read this numerous times too that it's an issue with like people who stutter. There's like something wrong with the left side of their brain, something like that. Like that part of the brain doesn't balance out with the voice. So it's interesting. There's all kinds of like research on it, but no one knows exactly why yet. So I hate the face people make when I stutter and when they try to help or interrupt me. Yeah, like I hate it if someone like looks at you and they're just like, "What the heck did you just say?" I'm just like, um, you know, like you'll be trying to explain something to someone and then they'll get this like really confused look on their face. That's something I cannot stand at all. You know, or if they look like they're about to laugh or something. That's always horrible. But I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, interrupting, I hate it. Yeah, I know I hate it too when people try to interrupt when I stutter. I hate it. Abu Karwalan says, hello, how are you doing, Minka? Glad you are back on live. Hello. Yes, I am live right now. I hope you are all doing well too. This is gonna be about like a half an hour live stream, so I'll be on here probably for like 15 more minutes or so. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, then just leave them in the chat box below. If there's anything specific you want to talk about, this live stream is mainly just about can stuttering be cured or not. But you know, we can always talk about other things too. You look exhausted. Is everything good? Actually, you're very observant because I am exhausted actually, and there's a lot that's been going on in my life. So I will be posting the video about certain, I guess, bad things that have been going on. I'll be posting that video tomorrow. But yeah, I was almost not going to do this live stream because I'm really tired right now. But I really wanted to chat with you guys. So. But I think part of the issue with, one issue I find with like speech therapy though, for instance, is that, you know, the issue of like, you know, the whole point of speech therapy is basically to make you stop stuttering, which I mean, I think it, you know, it can be a good thing if that's what you really want and you're really having trouble speaking. But I think sometimes the more that you try to stop your stuttering, the worse it can get. I also stuttered when I was very young. If I did something wrong, my dad was angry. My dad to me, what have you done? What you have done, I answered, I have done, I have done nothing. Yeah, I think it's sad, you know, like some parents don't really understand, if this was your case, some parents probably don't really understand what you were going through, and you know that it can that can be very, I won't say like damaging, but that can be very hurtful too if those around you don't really understand what you're going through. And that's one reason why I started this YouTube channel, because when I first started there wasn't really too many videos on stuttering, hardly at all. And I've had this channel now for about a year and 3 months, and you know, I'm glad to be able to connect with other people around the world who do stutter. You know, it's nice to be able to talk about, you know, these things that we have in common. How is Betsy? Does having pets help if you stutter? I know that when I'm petting my cats, my heart rate and my blood pressure goes down. Yes, I'm not gonna lie to you. Having pets makes a tremendous difference. If I could probably say one thing that has really been a stress reliever and just really helped with anxiety, are pets. And my cat does this, like Betsy, she does this really cute thing where she sleeps like on my chest and on my stomach. It's so cute. And she's really, really warm too. But yes, having pets makes a huge difference, and that's one reason why I always want to have a lot of pets. I mean, right now, I don't have many, but in the future I plan to get many more, because that's one thing that really helps is pets. Actually, I read a statistic about something with like, if you own a cat or something, you have like so and so chance of like, you know, of less of a chance of getting a heart attack or something like that. But I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate, but I'm sure it really helps. That's for sure. Ash M says hi from Houston. Hi there. Where is Betsy? I don't know where she went. I think she's sleeping in our room. I'm not going to go in there right now because it's really messy. But If you look in the beginning of this video, she actually hold on. I thought she might be over here. No, I think she's back in the room. But if she comes back around here, then I'll show her to you. She likes to sleep on the windowsill, because right now I have my camera sitting on a windowsill, and it's really wide, so she likes to sit on it too. It's very cute. Is stuttering hereditary? Actually, in some instances, yes. Some instances, stuttering is hereditary, and in some instances, it's not. So it depends on the person. For some, it is hereditary. For me, I'm honestly not really sure, but I know my uncle used to stutter when he was very, very young, but sometimes young kids, they will stutter, and that's just what they do. Like, you know, they'll, or not just what they do, but usually young kids, they sometimes can stutter, and then they grow out of it. But yeah, it's not true for everyone though. So it depends. Your voice looks peculiar. Peculiar. I'm not really sure what that means. John Kindle says, for me it is, my father did. Yeah, I mean, I'd say for many people who stutter, it is hereditary, honestly. My father, my brother, and myself, we all stutter. Are you in the Netherlands? Yes, I am. So yeah, I mean, it just honestly depends on the person. But you know, like stuttering, I did make a video on the different, like, you know, why stuttering can happen, but there are many different causes of stuttering. So many different causes. Even stress, like I wouldn't say per se that stress can cause stuttering, but stress can definitely increase stuttering a lot. You know, so if you do stutter and you have anxiety, then that can definitely make it worse. Neo Onyx says, so am I. I live in The Hague. Oh yeah, Den Haag. That's right. I went when I came to the Netherlands to visit before I moved here. I went there. Yeah, it's a cool city. Rajarshi Bhattacharya, sorry if I said your name wrong. Say noon is now nothing in the Netherlands. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say that. I don't speak Dutch fluently, so I don't know how to say that, sorry. Newman Khan says, I cannot speak R. Is it a case of stuttering? Yeah, like if you are having trouble sounding the R word, then that can be because of stuttering, you know? So, like for me, I have trouble saying D's, like d, or B's, like baby, or Bible, or bubble. Like usually when it's like two B's, so like baby, bubble. But it just kind of depends. Yeah, we all have certain words, you know, certain letters that we have trouble saying. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be on here for 4 more minutes, and then I'm gonna close out. And also let me know if there's any specific topics that you want me to do videos on or do live streams on. Then please let me know. If there's anything that you want to talk about, please let me know, because I can always use more video topics. And I really like talking about stuttering, and honestly anything else too. So I have difficulty saying M, K, and R. Yeah, M, I do have trouble saying, which is ironic because my first name begins with an M. I've developed when I was like 20 following psychological trauma. Yeah, like things like psychological issues can also cause stuttering. You know, there's many reasons why stuttering can occur. Many reasons, honestly. So, Abubakar Wallan says, I believe stuttering is due to the brain. The brain usually tells us to stammer on a specific word. Also, as long as you have in mind that we stutter, we will. Yeah, I definitely do think that, like, you know, when we do stutter, that when we think that we will stutter, that we will stutter more. So I honestly do think that that is a thing. I'm not sure if that's for sure for everyone, but I know, like, if I'm constantly thinking about stuttering, I literally will stutter more. So it's interesting, but yeah, I mean, it could be due to the brain. I know for for some types of stuttering, for some people who stutter, it is definitely due to the brain. Yeah. Okay, guys, is there any last minute questions or anything that you want to ask or discuss before I turn off? Hi Minka, I found a great group of stutterers here in Buenos Aires, and we support each other a lot. This happened 3 months ago. I'm very happy about this. This is from Mr. Ubermensch14. Oh, awesome! Nice. Yeah, like, honestly, if you can find someone else who stutters to hang out and talk with, that's awesome. You know, like, it's cool we have YouTube. It's cool we have, you know, online things where we can talk about it. But I mean, if you can meet in person with other people who stutter, that is completely awesome. That's great. So I'm really happy for you. I Abubakar Wallan says, I stutter when I read something aloud, but do not stutter when I read slowly in a slow voice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we honestly all stutter on you know, different ways. Newen Khan says 24. I say twent fog. Oh yeah, yeah. Ash M says only any online group for stutterers. I don't know right now of any online groups. I'm sure there are plenty though. I kind of was thinking maybe about starting an online group for stuttering myself. I was thinking about doing that. So let me know if any of you guys would be interested in that. Like an online Facebook group. I hope you'll do a vid on your time in the Netherlands before you head back to the US. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I will try to do another live stream before I leave, which will be in a week and a half. So when I'm in the US, I'll also be doing live streams and videos. So, have you ever been depressed or suicidal because of your stutter? I even stutter when talking to my children. That's very depressing. Yes, I have been very depressed about stuttering. Suicidal, I have had those thoughts, but I would never do it. But you know, it just sometimes you can feel so depressed about it. Yeah, I will admit I have had those thoughts. Do you know the book Redefining Stuttering by John C. Harrison? I don't. I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't believe I've heard of it. Or I've heard of it, but I don't believe I have never read it. So, well, anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!